Hi, Sparkle Babe. Welcome back to another episode of the Miata Shante podcast. I am your host, Miata Shante. And if you are new, babe, welcome to the Sparkle Party. Here we focus on personal development, spiritual development, and all things bettering you so that you can sparkle on purpose. Hello, Sparkle family. If you are here, let me know that you're here. Comment down below. I am here. I am sparkling and I am ready to get into the conversation. Yes, because today we are releasing fear. We're telling fear, you gotta go. You can no longer have a seat in my house because these next coming weeks, months, and years, I'm going to be fearless and I'm going to dominate and I'm going to step in my creativity, to step in my bag, to step in my destiny, to step in good relationships. Come on, Sparkle. We finna release the fear today because we finna talk about it because fear can paralyze us so much. It paralyzes our creativity. It paralyzes our dreams. It paralyzes us to the point to where we can assume so much that this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And we don't move because we're paralyzed by what we think. The thoughts that we're thinking is going to happen or not going to happen is keeping us in this mode to where we can't move and shift in our creativity like we want to. And when we recognize fear and we understand what we're afraid of, it gives us a breakdown of how we can transform that and act in that more and challenge our fear a lot more than for it to keep holding us down. And when you recognize what you're scared of, it could be the fear of money, the fear of relationships, the fear of trusting again, the fear of love. There's so many things that people are fearful of, and we don't recognize it because we avoid it and we rather just, not even deal with it, or we think so much about it that we just keep that fear going and going and going in our mind to where we don't realize that we're paralyzing ourselves from our true blessings because we won't move and shift out of that fear. And so once we understand the fear and we challenge the fear and we understand the symptoms that the fear sets in to give us, because me, I'm a sweaty palms girl. My palms sweat. If I'm a little nervous, if I'm a little on the edge, then, don't hold my hand, don't touch nothing that I done touch because may be a little wet, but we are going to push past that because I do my palms sweat. So I noticed that's one thing about me. And I'm like, girl, what are you scared of? Like, you're showing up. You were made for this room. So let's stand in this room and step in this room like we were made to be here. There's no fear here. I'm the only one creating the fear because I'm creating these thoughts in my mind to paralyze myself from not pushing past and showing who I really am. Because we've made up in our mind and we've been judged so much from family, from friends, from growing up to where we feel like everybody we meet is going to judge a little bit a part of us, or they're going to see something that we just truly don't want to show. Nobody can know anything about you unless you tell them, but how you show up and the energy that you give off is the character that you are driving the boat with to show people who you are. So actions does speak louder than words, but the words in your mind can keep you from really acting in the way that's going to bring about the desires and the blessings and the people in your life that can help you, that God has created to help you, that God has placed and shifted to be able to be in each season of your life once we push past that fear. And fear could be based in behaviors, procrastination, perfectionism, people pleasing. That's all forms of fear. And so when we look at fear and we say we're not going to be scared of fear, but we're going to dissect fear and see where fear is sitting in my life, where I can't move, where I'm paralyzed, where I'm drawn not to do something but sit here on my phone all day and try to figure out what life is to me, or what figure out where I fit in life. And that's where it goes back to creating your own lane in life and not being afraid of creating that lane, not being afraid to show up in that lane and give what you need to give in that lane, because that's the lane that you're creating for driving you, your blessings, your destiny, what God has put in your heart and in your mind and giving you the gift to do. So why be afraid of your gift? I do not want none of us walking into another day afraid of our gift, afraid of what our gift can truly do to bless others and to bless ourselves. So being fearless is being able to learn the lessons of your failures and learn the lessons that you may have been creating in your mind by saying, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? You know, it's not a lesson if you haven't lived it. So when we can begin to work backwards and detach from fear and see where fear is showing up in our life, where we don't want it to show up, and saying, okay, this is your place right here. Your place is to help me detect if it's something in me or somewhere I don't need to go, or, if I need to react to something. That's where you show up. But you're not going to show up in my mind to try to create my future. And we gonna talk to fear just like that, because fear is getting out of line for my girls and my guys that's sitting on gifts, sitting on talents that you can be showcasing and changing not only your life, but the lives of other by exposing yourself and challenging your fears to saying, I'm gonna show up for me today, not my fear. I'm going to show up and do what I need to do for me and lessen the fear and build my confidence up, because I'm confident in who I am. I'm not going to be confident in fear no more. I'm going to be confident in who I was made to be and the purpose that I was given. And I'm going to show my gifts and talents, because that's where my blessings lie. That's where my alignment lies. It does not lie in the paralyzing of fear. So I encourage you today to look at your fears, analyze them, see where your fears could be holding you back, and allow yourself to do one thing to challenge that fear, challenge that growth inside of yourself, and continue to allow yourself to be more fearless and build that confidence up. And whatever that looks like for you to build your confidence, whether it's getting in the gym, whether it's journaling, whether it's speaking out, starting a podcast, starting a YouTube, whatever that looks like for you, go for it. Challenge yourself, because I challenge you to live in your truth, live in your gift, and sparkle your purpose on purpose, with purpose, because you have purpose. I love you so much, babe. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.